Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my 38-week pregnancy update, and I did just film this and then delete all the footage. So we are back, and you were seeing this for the first time obviously, but I am not filming this for the first time. I'm also in a slightly different background than usual, still in the baby's room, but just using some different background. I'm also sitting on my birthing ball, which I will talk about in this video as well. It's just very comfortable for me. So 38 weeks, super exciting. Past term now into full term, and also baby could be here anytime now, and based on some of the symptoms I have been having, I feel like that could be pretty soon. So let's jump into those. If you guys are new to my channel, please don't forget to click subscribe for mummy, pregnancy, baby, those sorts of videos, as well as health and lifestyle videos. And let's jump into it. So I have quite a few symptoms that I want to explain or sort of go through, and we'll first talk about actual physical symptoms with my body and the baby. So I've been getting a ton of Braxton Hicks contractions, which I've been getting a lot throughout my whole pregnancy, but they have really ramped up in the past probably 4 or 5 days. They actually are to the point of painful now, which is really uncomfortable, and they do actually wake me up at night. They come along with menstrual cramping, which is another thing that's happening, and back pain, really exciting, and also leg cramps. So all of those things have been pretty regular symptoms for me over the past couple days, all generally happening together. I think that they are practice contractions, or could be sort of some real contractions, but just very irregular. I've spoken to my midwife about them, and she said that, look, that's a sound, that definitely sounds like things are happening, especially since they're happening most nights and they are waking me up to happen. So that is really exciting. Nothing timeable yet, but very uncomfortable, and I'm hoping that means he's sort of on his way. Another thing with pain, I have been getting a lot of pulling sensations in the top and bottom of my stomach regions, as well as a lot of left-sided groin pain, which my midwife actually says is probably because of where he's laying, and also when he does big stretches. So he's currently laying body on my right side, limbs on my left side, and head down and engaged, which was confirmed today by my midwife. He is engaged, he is ready to go. He's no longer just sitting on my cervix, he's like engaged in, which is exciting. That means that he has dropped further in the past 2 weeks. But it means that sort of the left side gets a lot more jabs and punches and kicks. So therefore that's why I'm getting a lot more of my pain. And also the top when he does big stretches, because he is getting huge now. He is on the average scale. He is average in height, weight, everything else, which is pretty good. Like, I'm happy with average. I don't want a huge baby. Chunky monkeys are very cute, but they can get chunky monkey after he comes out. So yeah, that's another update that I have been having. I've also been getting a lot of indigestion and acid reflux. I think I may have mentioned indigestion in my last week's vlog, but acid reflux is something that is completely new to me. I have never had it in my life, and I've never had it in my pregnancy, and that is something that I've had the last couple days, and it burns. It is not pleasant. So Zantac is my new best friend. On top of the indigestion and acid reflux, I have also been getting vomiting. Not so much with nausea, although I have been getting bits of nausea. It's just out of the blue. I've eaten something, a couple hours later, we'll vomit it back up. Especially if I've eaten, you know, I guess what my body considers too much. I don't think it's too much. I'm not over full. But yeah, that's been great. And I have actually left my makeup off today so that I can show you a close-up of my skin to show you exactly what happens when I do vomit. I basically get what look like freckles all over my face. I will insert a close-up here for you guys. But yeah, I left my makeup off just so I could show you the darkness around my eyes and the sort of freckly appearance of my skin. I've also gotten incredibly swollen in my face, which you guys might be able to tell. My face has gotten really swollen, especially since I've been vomiting so much. And so do my feet and my hands, but nothing crazy, mostly just my face. Another thing that has happened in the past couple days was I actually got a bit of spotting. So on Friday evening all the way through to sort of early Saturday morning, I was getting some spotting. Every time I went to the bathroom, just little bits, nothing crazy. I did ring and tell my midwife, and she wasn't too concerned. She did say that it could be the start of sort of very early labour / just signalling things are happening. If I was to get more, she said to call her back because I probably would have had to go to the hospital. But since I was only getting tiny amounts, she was pretty happy to have me stay home and just monitor it. That did subside by the next morning, but then I started losing some sort of small chunks of mucus in my discharge. TMI, I know, but small chunks of mucus, which I think may have actually been the start of my mucus plug. So, or the end. I may have been losing some and not noticed. But I've been losing bits of that over the past couple of days. And so that again is a sign that things are happening. And when I mentioned it to my midwife at my midwife appointment today, she sort of agreed that that is a sign that things are progressing. The last couple actual symptoms I am feeling have been just a lot of discomfort and pain. Walking is very uncomfortable. Like I said, a lot of groin and hip pain. I've been getting a lot of sort of genitalia pain, lots of lightning crotch, super painful, quite a lot during the day. Sometimes it's not even that, sometimes it's just like a throbbing pain, which is fine. I've also been getting quite a reduced appetite. I think that might be from the vomiting though, sort of turning me off wanting to eat too much. So those have been my sort of symptoms. As for updates, we are getting really good with our house renovations. The whole back half of my house has now been pretty much painted. I've got my mother-in-law coming over to do sort of the trims and window frames and things, but the actual house section and walls and roof and stuff has been painted, which is great. I also went in to do some nesting mode. I have now rearranged my fridge, my cupboards, my container cupboards, my kitchen, and I have deep cleaned both my bathrooms and my toilets. So that is great. I did exhaust myself out doing that, but I've just wanted to keep it super clean for when the baby comes. So my house is looking spotless. I've also been noticing a bit of protectiveness from my dogs. So specifically my older dog, who's 3, he has become very attached to Mummy, which is weird because he has always been a daddy's boy dog. He has always loved my husband way more, always preferred him. But recently he will sit with me, he will lay with me, he will not go over to my husband at all or pay any attention to him, which I think my husband is like a little bit offended about. But we even took them to the pet store, to the vet recently, and he was getting quite aggressive against some of the other dogs and puppies in the store, which he's never been like that. He is normally a very friendly, happy dog. And so that has been definitely something I've been noticing has been getting a lot worse. Now that I'm progressing in my pregnancy. I think it's a lot to do with him being able to hear and feel the baby when he lays on my tummy. So he can definitely sense stuff is happening. Another sort of update has been my wanting to bounce on my ball. So I have a birthing ball. It is completely safe to use my birthing ball. And it is actually recommended by my midwife. I will talk about that in a second. But it is so much more comfortable. I get so much pain in my stomach, in my back from trying to sit upright or sit uncomfortably in bed, to try to lay in bed. It is so uncomfortable, and so I've been spending a lot of time on my ball, rolling and bouncing around and making myself a lot more comfortable, which my midwife actually does recommend. After my appointment today, she did say that she does think that labour will be soon. Obviously they can't tell, but she said after everything I've sort of mentioned and how I'm progressing, she does think that I will probably go before my due date, which is pretty exciting. Obviously they can't fully tell, but it would be really nice. And she has recommended lots of walking, lots of bouncing on my ball, and some hand expressing. So she gave me some little syringes to hand express into for the colostrum, which I can then put in the fridge or freezer and use when the baby is here. So that's going to be interesting. If we are still pregnant at 39 weeks, I will give you an update on how that is going, because I have not tried that before. But otherwise, yeah, those are all of my symptoms for week 38. I will insert a shot of my bump here for you guys to see. I don't know if it's changed much. I just feel humongous. I definitely know he is dropping though, so which is crazy. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video on Friday. Bye!